Hey, welcome to a
Eh.
weird episode of, I guess, Matt Dahlia podcast play.
Yeah, that's
play,
what we'll call it.
Yeah, Matt Dahlia Playcast. Oh, the Playcast. Oh, that's fucking genius. Okay, so welcome to the Matt Dahlia Play.
All right.
So welcome to the Matt Dahlia Playcast.
So we lost. Yeah, we lost an episode.
Yeah, so we lost somehow footage. I don't know how. I guess that might have been me for just not hitting record, or I had accidentally stopped recording in the middle of it. I'm just going to blame it on the
something
care
like
error.
that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on a care error and just assume that's...
We had 2 minutes of recording.
Yeah, so what you'll be seeing there, I'm assuming that image will be... it should already be there the entire time, but this is our Playcast image, and I'll make a thing for it, yeah. So I don't think we'll ever do, or we might do a Playcast image, or a Playcast thing in the future thing if all
this ever happens again.
So this is going to be in place of Tomb Raider episode 2.
It's part
episode
26.
Yeah, 26.
26.
Of, wait, that far ahead, really? It's only Sunday. It should only be 20th, right?
No. Wait, are you referring to the date?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The date will be... Oh, actually, it's the 20th, yes.
Okay, so it's the 20th. Okay, so when
me.
this comes out, this is supposed to be the 26th episode, or the 20th date.
Episode 26 of Tuesday, June, 20th.
So we'll give a little recap of what happens. Laura kills shit. We try to make funny jokes. That's about it.
Basically it. I honestly don't remember what happens in that episode. So.
Honestly, it wasn't like any of the things, because now we're done. Like
none of the main story stuff happened in that episode, so
no, but
whatever.
But there is, like, in 3 episodes ahead.
Oh,
really
the
cool.
trebuchet stuff.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we get to miss my amazing diatribes about trebuchets that I can...
I really don't know what we talked about in
that was not the Knights... Was that the Knights Templar episode?
Oh, shit,
okay, well, maybe it was meant to be destroyed if it was that episode. Like,
yeah, maybe.
That means that no one's allowed to, like, now join them, because I gave, info on how to join the Knights Templar.
Yeah, instead you just maybe blacklisted my IP.
Yeah, well, not blacklisted. It would just put you on the flag list. Like, it would be like, oh,
this
person looked up KKK suits and the Black Knights Templar. We're like, oh, flag them.
I mean, I could just the Templar stuff. I could just be like, I'm researching for Assassin's Creed. I wanted to see if they were real.
And I went too deep into it.
I ended up becoming a member. Oops.
And I went too deep. I was just trying to look. It was just game research. Trust me, guys. Guys, look. It was just game research. So, totally. So to be a little topical, did you just see the trailer that Game Grumps released for their game?
Yes, I did. Actually,
the daddy dating sim. We gotta play it.
Okay, yeah. Dad simulator or dad dating simulator.
I cannot wait for that. I'm really excited to date dads.
They would put that out on
because you are a hot daddy dating other hot daddies.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll play that.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I can't wait to date some dads.
Did it have a release date?
No, I think they just did that. I know it's on... it's not released until, I think, July of some time. Because one of my friends does a podcast called Indicate, and they were going to do the daddy dating simulator thing and do like an indie thing on it. So I think they were talking about... Sweet. I think they were just talking about the time of when it was going to release. But... no, well, we should for sure play that.
Totally.
Have you ever heard of the comedian Joe Rogan?
Yes, he used to host a Fear Factor.
Really? Okay, yeah, true. So he has his own podcast.
That's what I thought. That's what kind of made him famous.
I guess I don't know why I know his name or how I know his face.
But he has a podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is a
very popular one. I think.
Amazing segment. So he was on one episode of he had this angry ass fucking paleontology guy on it, and it was about this they were going through this 20-minute video. This guy thought everything in paleontology was fake, and this guy's an actual dig site paleontologist, and just to prove that dinosaurs, and so he was just fucking going off on him. It was amazing. This certain episode will definitely have a link box, and I'll go through it and dump all the links down there.
Oh, the link dump.
Yeah, the link dump.
Which I used to always think that was called the linked up, just because of how people on podcasts would always say it quickly. Like, oh yeah, the LinkedUp.
The LinkedUp, LinkedIn. There's LinkedIn where you go link in, find business, and then there's the linked up, which means that you guys want to up some links. So I'm gonna put in the link up down there, so you guys can link up with all the links that we've linked up to,
and then take a dump in the link dump.
Yeah, but not in the linked up. In the link dump. That's
below the link dump. Don't want to mix those two.
No, definitely not. That would be just an awful mistake if you confuse that your place where you're trying to get knowledge for your toilet. I don't think you'd like it at all.
Oh no. Absolutely not.
Unless you actually are into, like, the whole, like, toilet knowledge thing. Oh my god, could you imagine somebody that has a library inside of their toilet? Like, it's just a full-on, like, full-force library. Well, because, okay, so if you think about it, like, you have, like, your shitter, like, the porcelain throne in the center, right? Yes. And then to the left and right of you, or the left of you, if you had, like, the wall there, inside the wall would just be, like, books about stuff. Like, you would never be bored on the shitter. I mean, also...
You have that with a phone.
Yeah, but you could just get a heated seat, you can make it really special. It's just by having a library bathroom.
I'll stick to just bring my DS with me.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's
or my phone.
Library. Or your phone and DS. Have you ever thought about getting, like, a heated seat? Because, like, I remember one time I downloaded, an extender for the Android and or iPhone at the time, and it had like Pokemon Blue on it, and I was on the toilet for an hour. I finished my business, but I was just playing Pokemon on my phone, and at that point I decided that is somewhere in my life I really hope I'm successful enough to have a heated toilet seat, so I just don't get like hemorrhoids.
Is that
because hemorrhoids, because if you sit on something
causes
it's like a cold thing
causes it.
I think it's a cold numbing thing will do it. So if you get a heated seat, you can stop. Like,
I thought it was just because of the shape of it and the hardness of it that sitting on it is just not comfortable for a long period of time.
Maybe like the hard coldness, I think. Like both of those. Like that's why people don't recommend that you sit on floors.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but so I that's my goal in life is to have like a heated bidet. Like it's just like the ultimate in toilet accessories. Like the most amazing thing you could ever have. Because like what else? You don't really have to wipe. It cleans up for you. It's heated, so you can spend hours on there. Right? It's your own personal. It's the throne room at that point. It is literally your gilded throne.
So is this like your one dream item for like a house that you would, if you like for your entire life, like this is your like life goal type thing?
Oh yeah, like a lot of people are like, I want a big house with like a pool and like a jacuzzi. I'm like, no, I want the best fucking toilet that you can see. I spend so much time on the toilet, like before everything that I do, my day starts and ends with the toilet. So might as well the fuck the bed.
No,
I
totally get you. My item for that would be nice big tub that I can actually fit in.
Oh my god, a full-size tub for like us tall people?
Yeah,
I've never been able to fully extend my legs in a tub. Like never since I was like 13.
Yeah, not since I was like a child was I able to actually submerge my whole body in a tub.
I dream for that possibility. I guess like what I'm trying to say is I just want a great bathroom. Like any other room in my house can be like give or take like I
but
have
still
to say,
kind of cozy, like not too big, because like I don't know. I've always liked the smallness of like bathrooms.
Well, because I'm worried
cozy.
I'm worried with like a really big bathroom. If you shit, will you hear the reverb of like your poo dropping into the water because it's so big? Like, will that happen to you?
Well, I don't know. I thought your butt kind of muffles the sound.
Well, not with my hybrid, incredible heated bidet system.
Are you ever
it might be a little open?
Feel like nervous about doing like poops in like public restrooms?
All the time. I don't know why anyone doesn't talk about this. Yeah, like all the time. I never like I always like I try and like quiet myself to the best, not too much like submerge. Like the goal would be to eventually submerge the ass cheeks into the water so no sound would be making, or just like
I always
submerge.
I always like well, if there's nobody in there, then I don't care.
Oh, then I just go full steam. Yeah.
Yeah. Same with like farting and such if you're in the washroom because the toilet just like echoes it.
Exactly. It's just a giant echo chamber in between your nanny manies, you know?
Yeah.
So you don't want to like have that as like a boisterously loud sound that's coming from you
Yeah.
because you're in public, you know?
And, like,
when you're at home, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna dump it out.
who
Yeah.
cares?
Well, also,
like-
one thing to the dream house. I got a cooling pillow for Christmas, and I can't sleep without it now.
Oh
I
shit! Is it
require
one of those ones with like the little holes in it that
Yeah,
when you push
oh.
down on it, it like forces air through it or something?
Yeah, it's so amazing. It keeps your head constantly at like a nice even temperature.
Yeah,
Because like I get
those.
really fucking hot in the head. Both my heads are really warm. So I got to. I have a pillow for. I have a pillow for my muff and then a pillow for my head. Like
Your
both.
duff.
I have two pillows at the same time. Yeah.
Call it your
So
muff and your duff.
My muff and my duff both have pillows. So.
Yeah, I have a friend who works at like a quilts, like bedding, pillow store thing like that.
Yeah.
And
So you can get them sick dissies on those pillows.
yeah, she was talking about that pillow. She's like this is the coolest thing ever. I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. I want it.
Yeah, it's
My
honestly
pillows
revolutionized. It's the revolutionized the way I sleep.
Yeah,
I figure if you had that pillow, you just never get up.
I mean, I already barely get out of bed, so.
Yeah,
know.
exactly. But if you had,
I mean, I don't own a couch though, so my bed is my couch.
Yeah.
So I have a different kind of situation, I guess, with that.
Do you think you fully adopt like the lion lifestyle of just like sleeping 20 hours a day if you had the time? Like, would you...
Absolutely. On my days off, they're spent basically being awake for 2 hours, asleep for 2 hours, awake for 2 hours, asleep for 2 hours, kind of thing. Like I nap like 6 times a day.
You are an aggressive napper.
Oh yeah, I love naps. I which is weird because like when I was younger, I never slept. I survived high school on like 4 hours of sleep and like 1 meal a day somehow.
You're just catching up on lost time.
Yeah, clearly. Like
Clearly, obviously, that's how bodies work.
obviously, like I used up all of my energy in my earlier years, so now I just don't have any.
Yeah, so you just now are in a constant state of narcolepsy.
Pretty much. I went from being pretty much well, I don't want to say wow, I just forgot the word. Not sleeping.
Okay, yeah, being awake.
No shit.
Insomniac?
What's the insomniac? Wow, I cannot. I forgot the word for that. Yeah, I don't want to say I was like an insomniac before because like I never felt tired. I didn't sleep long periods. I would sleep like a few hours and feel fine. It was weird.
Yeah, like I totally get that. Like sometimes I sleep like 4 to 2 hours, and then sometimes I sleep like 8, and I'm like either or I can take it. My dream sleep period is 6 hours. Like if I sleep 6 hours a day, I'm golden. Like I'm fine to it the entire day. Any more or less, I could give or take it, but that 6 hours is like the perfect, you know.
Usually for me, it's like 7 to 8 is a good because that's what I usually get each night.
Yeah.
And like on weekends, if I sleep in, I find I have to go to like almost like 12 hours because if I sleep for like 10 hours, I will feel horrible. Like
because you're waking up in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
You're waking up in the middle of the sleep cycle. Like that's
so it has
good
to
for
be
your
in like
body.
groupings of 4s.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Like, yeah, basically, like that's their like the human clock resolves around
Yeah.
that kind of dealio. I think after that point, you know, if you're just gonna sleep the full 12, might as well sleep the full like 24. You know, there's no point in stopping at 12.
And
Like,
if you're there, why don't go 48?
Yeah, why you don't just go to second base and you want to stop, right? You want to take third and then run home.
Exactly.
So you just sleep the full
Why don't you
24 hours.
Just put yourself into a coma.
Yeah, put yourself into a comatic state for the weekend. You know, wake up with just enough energy for the work week and then go at
I
it.
mean, that's pretty much what my weekends consist of, is just sleeping and gaining energy so I can survive the week to then go back to sleep.
Oh, I
I
totally
live
feel that.
quite the life.
Oh yeah, totally. But I feel that more or less with like after we do the show, like because I'm trying to like force so much stuff out that I just go home and I'm like dead. Like I just feel emotionally drained. I just don't want to talk to people. Like it's a weird thing. Like if none of you have ever recorded,
tired.
Yeah, if none of you have ever recorded in that kind of like situation, I'd recommend just doing it. Like grab a friend, even if you don't like release it. It's still like an interesting thing because then you kind of like understand what that's like. Because then you like are like, oh shit, like talking for hours. How hard is that? Turns out,
Like
kinda.
yeah, it's difficult. I mean, in some ways, at least this is a little easier than the Let's Plays because I'm not distracted by playing something. Though at the same time, playing something sometimes does help a bit.
Yeah.
But
like playing something gives you like an option to talk to off the back.
Exactly.
Just, like lose.
And like here, it's like
Yeah, but I did a podcast like years ago. Like I was like on and off in podcasts, and I love doing them, and I want to eventually do like more of them because I love the idea of podcasting. Also, I love listening to podcasting. It's just like talk radio, and I've always liked talk radio. But talk radio is sometimes boring.
Yeah, back then when I used to listen to more podcasts, I always was interested in like doing one. Like, I say like we should just record our D&D sessions because they're basically a podcast at that point.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do, but like every time that I tried to do it, like nobody was like, I don't want to have my voice heard. I'm like, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like,
I think we recorded one secretly.
Yeah, I recorded like part of one secret. Oh my god, maybe I'll find that eventually and give it to you. It's on my old iPhone, which is still
it was
dead,
the Weedle's
I
a
will
bitch
totally
one.
bring it up.
That's the only thing I remember
Weedle's
from it is Weedle's a bitch.
Yeah, I'll find that and maybe eventually like secretly release it to the world. And I think that would be kind of interesting. But if you guys like this kind of content from us, then I hate saying content creators, but if you guys like this kind of like thing,
it's literally what we're doing. We're creating content.
Yeah, I know. I just hate being called a content creator doing it. But if you guys like this sort of like thing, like the podcast thing, that you guys are watching a video or whatever, we might try to do more in the future if this is like sort of like your gym jams. Because this was actually a great, like it was like 20 minutes. It's the same about an episode. It was a great trial to see whether if we could, if I had it back in me to do it. You know, I haven't jerked off that podcast dick in a long time. So it's just getting up on that old rusty horse and riding her till she's down to the ground. Or like all my Red Dead Redemption horses off into a fucking cliff.
Yeah, they like to do that a lot, didn't they?
Rip Marble, I'll always miss you.
I never actually named any of my horses in Red Dead. I don't know why. Probably because they kept dying, but...
Okay, so I had 3 horses. The white one that you start off with was Marble. But the second one was Marlborough, because she kind of sounded like Marble. And then I just had a donkey who I never got named, that I named Tilda Swinton.
I know I used one horse for the majority of the game because there's an achievement to do that.
Yeah,
specifically.
I got that achievement because of Marble.
I used one horse for quite a while, but I don't know.
I named it for some reason. I had to name all of them. You know, like it just felt like if I was naming it, I would less want it to die.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. Naming things immediately makes it so much more personal once it has a name.
Like in games that let you like craft a sword or something like that, and you're able to name your sword, I love that. Even though if I name it like
whatever, like stupid, but
yeah, I always name it like Vagina Flabbers or whatever. Like everyone has like a Deathstroke or like the Murder Creator, but nobody has like the Pink Unicorn. Like,
I always name it like stupid or like. One I've named a lot is Inflatable Poop Jabber for swords.
Yes,
that's a good one.
I think I like to name mine the Plunger, because that's what swords are. It's the front action as a plunger. But also, if you think about like the outhouse times and that, like your Skyrim warrior can't just yell the shit out of the toilet, so you gotta use your sword and sometimes like angle it down and like go through. So you gotta plunge it with it. You know.
Well, I mean, if you're in Skyrim, you could just shout it down the drain.
Well, I said all the times you don't want to show. What happened? That shit's gonna come back.
Well, actually, you don't have drains, I guess, back then. But
yeah,
how did they empty those? Like,
I don't think they did. I think they just buried it.
Did it have like a bucket kind of thing, and you just kind of like every once in a while take the bucket out and just dump it?
I don't know. I've only used an outhouse once in my life, and I didn't like it. It wasn't just an experience for me.
I think I've used an outhouse before too.
It's just
not including like the porta potties.
Yeah, no, I mean like an outhouse. Like it had like no. It smells gross. It's the worst. I never want to use an outhouse ever again in my entire life. Like it's just like after that point, I think that's where my bathroom love comes from. Is that like I just had shitty bathrooms when I was like younger.
Yeah. I always had like in my like home. My bathrooms are great. Like I had this one in like the main floor. Like we had two bathrooms. One that was like a full bathroom, and then one that was just like it was just a toilet and a sink, that nothing else.
Yeah.
And I loved that small one because like that I would just go in there with like a book or something and just like or my Game Boy back in like the Pokemon days and just like sit in there for an hour.
Are you talking about the one at your old house that I've been in, or
no old house?
Oh, okay.
The one like I grew up as a kid in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the bathroom at the house where I used to stay at your place a lot, I loved that bathroom. Like it was just
that
so
one was
small
a good
and nice.
size too, but it was still a full bathroom because it had a tub and shower in it. Yeah. But yeah, the other one was basically like that size, but if you cut out, like put a wall where the tub is.
Okay, yeah, that's like no echo, so you don't have massive echoey shits. Yeah. That's
it's tiny, but it's like so cozy. I've always really just liked small cozy places. Like I remember once as a kid, I kind of like tore out my excuse me. I tore out like my closet and just like put a chair in there and then just like put stuff in there and just made this like tiny little like I don't know, this like nook in my closet for me to just hang out in.
I like that.
It was pretty sweet.
I like that a lot.
I enjoyed it.
I like when like okay, so I like when like also like if we're gonna talk about like dream placements or stuff, I like when like a bed is against the wall, but the wall inside of it has like a bookshelf. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it's like a bookshelf in a wall. Because then I have like all these like things, and I would love my bottom around it to be like books. So on the right side it will always be books, so I can just like read a book and then like put it back into like a nice alphabetical order, and then fall asleep, and then like just know that I could wake up in the morning with a book. Like it's weird because like if any of you that listen to this are younger, which I don't think we have that much of a younger audience appeal, but
I hope not.
No,
well, I mean, our humor level is about 12, 13.
Yeah, but once you get a little older, you start having like house goals. Which is, I think is why I always like Sims, because I always had that kind of thing. Like, I just want to be like, oh man, look at this house, right? And I love building like a dream house. And then just have some douchebag live in it who loves to fuck the entire outside world. But it's kind of funny because like people are like, oh, live your dream world. My dream world for my character was a writer who never left his place, only to go to the grocery store every once in a while. I was like, oh, you know, this is my dream. So why would this is what I want to do.
My character was always a rock star.
Nice. Yeah, my dude was always a shut-in. Like, if he could do it from home, that was the goal. He didn't have to go anywhere.
I did criminals, too.
Yeah, and then I made his wife at the time, she was in the, she worked in the hospital, and then he was just a shut-in writer. And then it's just like, oh, like, cause like he's at home, and like his money, like his book money sometimes comes in, it's like a lot of money, then they can afford to do things. And they can be like, oh yeah, now we can get that elliptical, you know? Real like small life and big life goals. And I think that, was why I really like it. Same as why I live with like Animal Crossing, like it's just that whole thing. Yeah. But I can't play that game again, because it broke my heart 7,000 times.
I am terrified to go back to my Animal Crossing game. Because I haven't touched it since my birthday, which was back in January.
Oh my god, yeah.
I just don't want them to, like, rip me a new asshole about not showing up.
I get a little sad inside every time I think about it.
It's like
my world.
It's social anxiety, the game.
Yeah, right?
Or no,
because they're like,
not anxiety. It's social obligation, the game.
Yeah, and they're like, we haven't seen you in a while. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like, you feel obligated. You have to keep checking in on people. Even if you don't want to. It's like, I already have to do this in real life, and I'm already terrible at it in real life.
But I can't wait for a new one to have social anxiety again. Because the new one is
I've been considering, like, just restarting mine so I don't have to deal with them hating me. And everybody probably left by now. But
yeah, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to think about people leaving my town again. Rip Tipper. As soon as she left, I stopped playing that game.
I mean, at least I have that one thing, the ordinance or whatever, for, like, the town is, like, kind of kept clean and whatnot, so...
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that, at least.
I usually go with the prettier town, because then it kind of helps. Like, you don't have to take out weeds, and you can miss a day or two.
Yeah, exactly.
And then your villagers are still happy.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that's kept them happy enough to kind of stick around. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I assume like maybe like because they only leave like something like or they go have like a sense of adventure, which some characters do.
I'll feel less. I'll feel less hurt if they do that. It's like I just want to go out, experience the world. I'm like, yeah, you do that, so and so. I don't remember any of their names.
Well, I remember like of some of mine, but
Yeah, like Tipper.
yeah, like Tipper. She's in a mode of like which at this point maybe
Technically you don't know, but
dead to me, I guess. I'll still remember her.
She's dead to you. I'm sure you're dead to her because she left.
Yeah, she left after her mare just like stopped visiting.
Yeah.
I was like I was busy really for like 3 weeks and I couldn't see her. Right.
Yeah. I just got busy with other games. Like I can't spend all this time on one game, even if it's like a short amount of time on it.
Yeah, that's why like Stardew Valley and stuff like that, I just absorb into them. I have to only play that game. I get so sunken into it. I become like that game. That's why I'm scared and excited for Ooblets at the same time because I'm worried it's gonna have the same effect.
Wait, what game?
Ooblets.
The Wits.
Ooblets.
Oh, Ooblets.
The fucking Ooblets.
The Wits.
Yeah, the Wits. No, there was also another game that was recently released by the people who... It was like a actual successor to the people who made the first Harvest Moon game.
Oh, yeah. Like something with seasons or something.
Yeah. I really wanted to play that.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I was kind of interested. The only thing... I'm not sure. I've never played Harvest Moon, but like... To Harvest Moon, like... It's basically just the farming stuff, like...
Later games, no. Earlier games, yes. Because later games, it became, like, farming, and then talking to your villagers, and, like, loving your villagers, and stuff like that.
That's what I liked about Stardew Valley, was that there was more than just the farming. Like...
Yeah, that's what Harvest Moon became,
okay.
I guess. So I think it's going to have both of those things. It's heavy on the farming, but also light on the social side.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine with the farming, it's just... I would like to have more than just that.
Yeah, because other than that, I would just play Farming Simulator.
Yeah, which is obviously the greatest farming simulator.
I don't want to just say Farming Simulator. I think it's the greatest simulation in the entire world.
I mean, what about Pop Drinking Simulator or whatever that was called?
Doesn't even hold the candle to the greatness that is Farming Simulator.
Wait, which one are we talking about? Because they've made multiple.
Obviously 2013.
Oh, yes.
Nothing. It's all gone down fucking hill from there. The Farming Simulator 2013 is like the exact... It's like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 of simulations, you know? It's the greatest. It holds the candle. It should get a fucking chalice with gold-plated water in it, you know? It is the top of the mountain of simulation games. And no other game has held a fucking candle. Held even a Wix candle. Held even a fucking tea candle to it. Let alone anything else. It's just the greatest simulation experience that you could ever have in this world.
What about that one farming game, the Avatar farming game on 360? That we played once. It was like $1.
I made you and two of our friends buy it.
Should we do a Let's Play on that?
Oh my god.
I forgot we had that.
I will totally do it.
Add it to the week of ones.
What? Oh my god. I don't like that overexcited of shit.
I totally forgot about that game.
Oh, damn. I don't know how we could forget about it. It's obviously second best in simulation experience.
Well, probably because I don't really go on my 360 anymore.
Yeah. So. Wait, have you seen the new Avatar system?
I haven't. I've seen a bit. I just saw that like there's now no gender on clothing. So
yeah. So that's kind of cool. It has like more customizable things. You can have your person have like robotic limbs in case like you are an amputee in real life, or there's a wheelchair stuff now, and all that stuff is included in base. But all I saw when I saw the wheelchair was I was like, oh man, you can make Xavier.
Of course.
I mean, it's good for people that like
with robotic limbs, I can make Anakin.
Yeah, exactly. You can make Anakin. You can make Xavier.
I can make Adam Jensen, and then have Oh, I wish they still had like the little speech bubble that would like have like a saying or something with them. Because then it would just say.
So
like,
you could type in
yes,
"I like
this.
tea," obviously, because Adam Jensen. When everyone thinks of Adam Jensen from Deus Ex, they think of "I like tea."
Yes, that is exactly what they think.
He loves mint tea, to be exactly specifically. If I'm going to be in specifics,
he'll never admit to it though.
No, because when you give him tea, he always got an answer this. You fucking took my joke from me. That's where I was going with that entire thing. Because he'd be like, someone's like coffee. He's like coffee. I asked for mint tea. I didn't ask for this coffee.
Oh well, I mean, great minds think alike. You know what they say.
Exactly. I've been interrupted. It's all good. It's just like, Cooper just opened the door and was like, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys? What are you doing? But yeah, I guess this will probably
I'm just talking to myself, Mom.
I'm talking to myself.
Don't come into my room.
I'm playing Minecraft. Okay,
I told you not to interrupt me when I'm playing Minecraft.
Okay, so I think this about wraps it up for the
I guess
Mad Dahlia Playcast. Was that what we called it?
Sure, Playcast.
Yeah. I think whatever we said at the very beginning. It'll say it on the intro thing the entire time, whatever. But yeah, so again, if you like it,
Yeah, let us know if this is something that's
if
cool
this is your
not.
thing. Is this like for the channel? Are we gonna create a second channel for it? It's up to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will. We'll talk to you all later.
Alright.
Hope you have a fantastic day, and then I'll outro music.
All
All right.
right.